What's up everybody, welcome to Car Question. Matt is driving this week the Hyundai Ioniq 6 and believe me, it's an incredible vehicle. Not only the styling but all the technology that you're gonna find inside. With the Ioniq 6, they really wanted to attack the main star out there, the Tesla Model 3. And when you look at the styling, geez, this is an amazing, great looking car that will be ready to be competitive even more when you check the range, the battery, the configuration. Finally, a great contender. But Hyundai is also attacking Polestar, which is kind of new also in that market. But geez, it's gonna be an EV fight until the end. So when you look at the exterior, it's a big wow. You've got that uncommon styling, which is not looking like the Ioniq 5, which is a little bit more cyberpunk retro styling. This one seems a little bit more futuristic, but you got still that pixel design accent that you're gonna find everywhere. In the headlight, in the rear light, also even in the sensor up front, and even when you're gonna get inside on the steering wheel, you will see more pixel, even when you're gonna charge your phone. So pixel is the element of styling. Also, one thing which is notable, you won't have those famous digital mirror. Kind of sad because I would really love to see that technology right here. So the design is really sleek. Also, this car will go through the wind because the coefficient of drag is 0.22, and you got those cool colors also that are still looking great with that two-tone kind of styling that you're gonna see. Whatever color you're choosing, this car is incredible. The one that we are driving today though is gonna be a challenge to clean over the time. So let's get inside. You're gonna see that it's the same style of the Ioniq 5. You've got those big 12.3 inches screen for the cluster, for the multimedia system. Well, you're gonna be into known territory. You're gonna see a lot of plastic though. Right there in the door, it's not too bad, but it could have been better for a car of this price. Also, you've got some cool ambient lighting. You've got all different buttons right there that you can choose with your climate system, some physical button. That center console, you've got enough space for your cell phone with still that little pixel accent, one regular USB connector, but you're gonna have a lot of USB-C connector inside. The other thing that is kind of notable is right there in the center, your window, cheap plastic button though. Still, all the space under that section is usable to put some storage. The car is kind of great, comfortable, nice seat. Same thing when you're gonna get to the rear though, be careful to your headspace if you're tall. And you've got also those winglets that will attract your attention. What is that exactly? Well, if we had the digital mirror, that's where you would see some screen to make sure that there's nobody in your blind spot. Otherwise, the interior is refined. You can see the build quality, great use of material, except some parts of plastic, but it's kind of flawless when it comes to build quality. Let's talk about the engine and what you're gonna find inside that car. It's the second Hyundai model based on the Hyundai Electric Global Modular Platform, and it's part of the company plan to introduce up to 17 battery electric vehicles by 2030 that will use this platform. So you've got two different configurations here in Canada. You've got the possibility to go with a rear drive single motor, 225 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. You've got the possibility to go with the dual motor all-wheel drive version that packs more punch because 320 horsepower, 446 torque is amazing. And when you put it into sports mode, believe me, this car can leave from a stop line really fast. And with that all-wheel drive system that works well in the snow, you're gonna see that this car is fast and you can drive with confidence with that amazing all-wheel drive system that we tested in the Ioniq 5. Feel free to check the video. We could drive with confidence even in the worst temperature out there. So how does it feel behind the wheel? Direction is kind of precise braking, that regenerative braking system. The wheelbase is extended as far as they can push it. And it doesn't feel like a sports car, but it's still really comfortable. So it's right there in that target where you want a compact sedan to be. And as soon as you're gonna step on the brake, it doesn't feel disconnected, even with those different regenerative system. Even if you put it at maximum, you're gonna see you're gonna be able to do some amazing one pedal driving. So it feels like a Ioniq 5, but a little bit closer to the ground, and yet really low noise that you're gonna get inside the cabin. So Hyundai really did an amazing work on that. Let's talk about different settings that you can choose. You've got Eco, Normal, Sport, Snow. As soon as you step from Eco to Sport, you can see the difference. The car is a little bit more fast, more responsive, yet this is a well-balanced car, and this is where Hyundai shines right now. How about the range? Well, we don't have the little battery offered in other markets. So here, a base rear-wheel drive will do 581 kilometers, a long-range all-wheel drive 509 kilometers, and if you go for a full ultimate package with the 20 inches wheel, this will simply melt to 435. You see the impact of only 20 inches wheel. That's impressive. The energy that is spoiled by just rolling those wheels. Still amazing style though, but not really efficient in some kind of way. Let's talk about the charge. Well, you've got a 77.4 kilowatt hour battery, as you're gonna find in the Ioniq 5. 800 volt battery system, which is capable of charging at speed up to 350 kilowatt. The same ultra fast capacity that you're gonna find also in a lot of models in the future. So from 10% to 80%, in as little as 18 minutes on those fast charging stations out there. So 5 minutes, 100 kilometers of pure range. And if you're plugged, let's say on a level 2 charger, from 0 to 80% in 7.5 hours, which is great and amazing number though. But we know that in winter, sometimes what's written on paper, it's not going to be the same thing in reality. So we're going to see that over time. But this year in the Ioniq 6, they made some change. It comes with a battery preheater and charge preparation. Tesla used this kind of feature for a long time, and that's where they gain a lot of efficiency while charging. It's also faster, and it's also the first Hyundai vehicle to receive over-the-air update capability. So if they need to make some change to that, that's going to be impressive. So let's talk about price. Base, $55,000. If you want all-wheel drive, $58,000, and if you want a preferred fully equipped version, $64,000. I don't have all the price with taxes, financing. We're going to talk about that in another video, but make sure you're careful with all those fees that they add up. It can go up really quickly. So it's pretty obvious that manufacturers are working to get the most of incentive right now with the provincial and the federal government. They're trying to put their price right there on target to get to the maximum that they can get. But who's got the advantage here? Who gets the sales? Well, it's a manufacturer. So they're trying to play with that to sell more car. So is it really the customer that will get the most out of that? Well, I'm not sure. Otherwise, you've got a ton of technology inside this car, security feature, everything that Hyundai has to offer, you're gonna find that inside that car. You've got a new thing though with the Ioniq 6 is the highway drive assist 2. It will permit you to change lane automatically. So some kind of amazing autonomous driving, but we've seen that before. But still, they are the manufacturer that are offering it, as others are just getting in the game right now with some EV vehicle. They made some change also to the Blue Link application. You've got the possibility to select the pre-charge of the battery, the schedule, the charge limit, whatever you want. You've got a lot of customization possible. It's also going to be faster to start the car if that's what you wanted. On the minus side, well, the cargo space in the trunk is kind of not impressive. In other country, you've got an affordable Ioniq 6 that you can get with less range. You're gonna see those little active panels right there in the front. You know that winter will simply eat them over time with the ice and everything. And also, once again, there's a big demand for all electric vehicle, but it's still the dealers that are gonna take care of the list. You know what happened during that time, huh? Sometimes your names get to the bottom because you paid less or whatever. So I'm not really a fan of that. On the plus side though, over-the-air update, that incredible styling, that autonomy, that range. The price for the all-wheel drive car is really okay when you compare it to some other models that, you know, the alignment of the panel is still not great. The build quality is not kind of impressive. So kind of okay for this car. The balance is fine, it reacts, it does what it said on paper, and if the charging time is improved, it's going to be a big thumbs up. So the Koreans are not stopping just right there. Even if for this year there's only going to be 2,000 to 3,000 Ioniq 6 available for Canada in 2023, in 2025 they want to create 400,000 electric cars, so we will be able to get our share of the market. But otherwise than that, Hyundai is going fast. Is it too fast? Because some other company are just starting to offer EV vehicle with some old charging technology and not that fast, while Hyundai is preparing some N version. How about the Ioniq 7, that big SUV? It's crazy how today it's going fast. What do you think about that? Comment section down there below. Thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you another time on another video of Car Question.